Hey everybody, Mark Edward Lewis with Cinema Sound here. I want to show you the graphic user interface of the UI24R, which is so cool. We are so in love with this mixer from Soundcraft. I'm just going to switch us over so you can kind of see. I mean, it's just a box. You know, you can look it up on Amazon, whatever. I have it here in the link for this video. And it has 24 inputs, you know, the usual. It just looks like a big snaky looking thing. But what's awesome about it is, even though it may not look like much, she's got a word count, kids. So let's check it out. We're going to jump in here. And this, by the way, works in any browser, your phone, your iPad, your desktop computer, your laptop, anywhere, wireless or Ethernet if you want. And you can walk around with your iPad and move the fader. It's so dope. Check it out. All right, so we're here on the main page, you know, yay, faders. There we go, lots of faders. You're actually looking at my microphone right now on channel 1. And then over here, we've actually got the output of the computer, left and right. You can see pan. There's mute, where you can, there, we're back. And then, of course, solo, the usual stuff, pan and stereo. And then you can name any of these. And these are channels. You got lots and lots of channels. Because the front panel has 2 RCA ins, you've got those showing up here. And then also with USB sticks, you can stick into the USB port and have whatever music channels you want showing up here, which is so cool. Then you've got built-in effects, which we're going to look at in a second, and then subgroups that you can assign to, aux sends that are going out of the various outputs if you choose, voltage control amplifiers to control multiple other faders and all this cool stuff. And then, of course, the master out, each with their own mute. You've got delay. So if you're doing like a whole bunch of speakers in an array and you want to delay the speakers so that they hit the audience at the right time, it's so cool. I'm telling you, it's so awesome. All right. So then where's the preamp? Where's the phase? Where's all that? All right, yeah, so we'll just click here, and then we see this is the input page where you've got phantom power. I'm using the Ceramonic TM7, so it definitely needs, wow, power. Phase, flip, again, delay for the input channel if you need, and then you can choose whether it's a line input or a mic input right here in the software. So awesome. And this doesn't have any detente, so it's just like even though it looks like a fader, you consider it a knob and it just goes up. Right now I've got these faders as playback for the multi-track, which I'm going to show you in a second. I'm actually recording right now on the UI24R, so which is so cool. And you can record all 22 channels on this thing and use it as an audio interface. So we go in here, there's hardware inputs, all kinds of cool things like this. All right, let's go back. Oh, by the way, this button just shows you all of the inputs of the whole device. All right, so we'll scroll back here, and you can do this on your iPad with a finger. It's so dope. Let's double click on this here, and this gives us the effects that are on every channel. And these are, you know, are they the best effects in the world? No, but they're super useful, super easy, nice and analog, contoured, modeled, whatever. You got your basic EQ, lots of bands there, a nice and easy gate, a really useful and soft compressor, which does a really good job of limiting as well. And then the actual send. So there's built-in effects in the unit. There's 2 reverbs, a delay, and then, you know, a convolution reverb. And you can send that here. So let's send this, my channel here, to room number 1. Yay, there it is. And you can see this is what? Warehouse. Yeah, let's change this. Call it cathedral for a second. Load that convolution. Yes, there we go. And I can have 8 seconds of time. Make it post fader or not. Mute that send. Here's the second reverb here. It automatically jumps to it, which is super cool. And then the white zone is for loading and loading only. And then a nice little convolution room, which is super, super dope. Then you have your aux sends, which can go to monitor mixes or wherever you want them to go. And then the actual patching around how you want the inputs to happen. We're going to look at that in another second as well. Super cool. Then the aux page, each one of these aux sends has their own fader, post or pre, easy to use. There's lots of them. And then obviously the sends there. And then effect sends, these are the sends for each effect unit per channel per effect. So here's the reverb 1 effects, the reverb 2 effects on every channel. So if you've got a whole bunch of them running, you can just click there, jump to see if you want more reverb on a channel or not. It's super great. And that includes the line in, the player from the tape or your USB stick, which is super dope. All right. Who's excited? Okay, we're going to go here. Right now I'm actually in record. You can see I've been doing this for almost 6 minutes. And you can choose 2-track or multi-track and configure the multi-track, which I'm not going to show you right now because that would mess up the recording. On the presets, you've got your network, how you're doing Wi-Fi, or if you're setting up a hotspot so that you can control it. You can lock out access. And we talk about this in the... it's called an article on Cinema Sound where you can use this so that band members can alter their monitor mix, but not the rest of your mix and muck it up. So you can be the master control and they can mess with it. And also if you're using in a multi-format environment in a studio, or in a post-production facility, other people can, if it's the hub of a whole bunch of, edit bays, some people can access their channels while other people can access their channels. It's really, really super smart. Excuse me, here's the Cinema Sound General Show. You've got snapshots and shows that you can pull up, as well as if you send it timecode, it'll read it and then automate, which is so cool. The general settings, and here's your patching. Here's what I said earlier. So channels 4, 5, and 6 are actually coming from the USB input that we have, which is basically the recorder that I'm recording on now, a flash drive stick thing, whatever. Cool. And then we go back. Here's your master where you can select mute groups and things like that. And then we're back here where you can see all of your mutes. If you know how it is, sometimes things get stuck and you're like, why can't I hear it? You can just go here and check it out. There's your subs, and then auto mixing. And then if we go here, what am I going to find here? Let's see, double click there. What I love most about this is not only it's super modular, but on the master output, they've been smart enough to be able to give you your own built-in graphic EQ, 31 bands, right? So you can tune the room that you're in, which is so useful. If you've looked at the Cinema Sound Education in the workspace volume, you know how great that is. There's also a master compressor, which we're using right now to make sure we don't go over. And then sends that you can send out to the effects, and then aux sends too. So it's very, very versatile and very, very sexy because it's all online. So the UI24R, it has some little brothers in the form of a UI16R and a UI12R. They're wildly affordable. They are now our favorite mixer. We've taken them on the road. We've taken them on the plane. So go use the links that we have here and go take a look at it on Amazon or wherever you want to look at it. Everybody we show this to basically says the same thing. It's how much? And then they got to go buy one. So go get yourself one of these things. Any of those models will do almost all the same thing. It's just a different input count. So super cool. Until then, we'll see you on stage or in post.
Even if you're stuck.